Are you vaccinated against COVID-19? Do you feel it should be compulsory, or does this possibility worry you? Hi, I'm Simon Duppenal and I'm an attorney. And I'm here to talk to you about the constitutionality of mandatory vaccination. We all want the national state of disaster to be lifted and life to go back to normal. Vaccines are the only viable way for that to happen in the near future. But many people still have mixed feelings about vaccination. For some, this is due to the speed at which the vaccines were developed. Others are simply wary of Western-led medicine and a system that has historically exploited Africans as medical guinea pigs. Everyone is entitled to their views, but it is also true that no one is safe until everyone is safe. For this reason, some countries are now mandating vaccination for employees in certain industries. Vaccine passports are also in place in some countries and are being discussed in others, including South Africa. So far, their role is limited to social activities such as sporting events and nightclubs, but these are not places we have to attend. Mandatory vaccines in the workplace are another matter. We all have to earn a living. Here in South Africa, many feel it is not a question of if vaccine mandates should be initiated within the workplace, but when. South Africa's constitution caters for this. The rights in the Bill of Rights may be limited by general application, that is, reasonable and justifiable in an open and democratic society based on human dignity, equality, and freedom. Restriction must also be proportional to its purpose. The bigger the risk to public health, the larger the restriction may be on individual rights. It follows naturally that such restrictions must be based on scientific evidence. This has been the basis for our lockdown conditions. South Africa can legitimately introduce a mandatory vaccination policy for specific occupational environments and leisure activities. This came after the Employment and Labour Minister gazetted a directive on COVID-19 vaccination in certain workplaces. It stipulates that employers are required to come up with a reasonable resolution so that all parties are accommodated should employees refuse COVID-19 vaccinations on medical and constitutional grounds. Principal guiding directive are that employers and employees should treat each other with mutual respect. Essential considerations are public health imperatives, employees' constitutional rights, and efficient business operation. Medical grounds of an employer not agreeing to have a vaccine are an immediate allergic reaction of any severity to a previous known or unknown diagnosed allergy to a component of the COVID-19 vaccines. Section 3 of the Constitution affirms that the employer must take into account the constitutional right of employees to bodily integrity and the right to freedom of religion, belief, and opinion. Another relevant right is that everyone is entitled to an environment that is not harmful or to their health or well-being. However, most rights in the Constitution may be limited, provided the limitation is of general application and is reasonable and justifiable. Section 23 of the Constitution stipulates that everyone has the right to fair labor practices. A mandatory vaccine policy would be regarded as a fair labor practice as it prevents harm to all. Every employee has a right to a safe working environment. But the measures described above would impose a limitation on the right to bodily and psychological integrity, guaranteed in Section 12 of the Constitution. There would be such a limitation. Therefore, would such a limitation be reasonable and justifiable in an open democratic society in accordance with Section 36 of the Bill of Rights, and thus constitutionally valid? There seems to be multiple conflicting rights. To determine whether a government may impose vaccine mandates, we need to apply the proportionality analysis, which is a standard legal test for adjudicating human rights disputes. Mandatory vaccination measures would fail on the adequacy, necessity, and proportionality stages of the test. Mandatory vaccinations would therefore be disproportionate and unlawful. International human rights law gives individuals the right to make informed choices about vaccination and all medical interventions. The underlying principle is that those who undergo the risk of medical treatment should make the final decision about their own participation after they are informed of the purpose, risks, and benefits. Individual rights and the public good must be balanced. As South Africans, we value our constitutional rights. We also believe in Ubuntu, the recognition of all our reliance on each other. The notion of public good. I believe that mandatory vaccination would not be constitutional. At the same time, voluntary vaccinations are to be encouraged for all those who are fit and able as the way of exercising social responsibility and helping to keep each other safe.